realistically, I just want to say that, at the end of the day, this alabaster on alabaster crime, it just needs to stop. Can't stop, won't stop. White on white crime because they get down, they get down. White on white, they hate us. They stay fresh to mess, smoke the best of the can't stop, won't stop. White on white crime because they get down, they get down. White on white, they love us. They stay fresh to mess, smoke the best of the new intro. So much love and appreciation to those of you who have been with me for the 2 year period plus that I've been doing this. Thank you for showing your love and support to the channel. And to anybody else who is brand new to the platform and you would like to support the channel, also you can do it by way of Patreon, Anchor, the clothing store, and also the shoe shop that is listed in the comment description below. And again, thank you to any and all of you guys who have been here to support this channel during the 2+ year period. I wouldn't be able to do what I do every single day without you. Prosecutors in Denton County, Texas, quietly filed to dismiss 3 charges of statutory offenses recently against Lauren Kavanaugh. Kavanaugh became known as the girl in the closet after she was rescued 2 decades ago from her parents who kept her in a feces covered closet while starving, torturing, and committing statutory offenses against her. However, in an unexpected twist, she was arrested in 2018 for statutory offenses against a 14-year-old girl she met through Facebook fan page called The Lauren Kavanaugh Story. Kavanaugh, now 28, is facing up to a max of 20 years in prison if convicted. However, she was freed from jail on Wednesday. It's unclear why prosecutors dropped the charges. Kavanaugh was indicted back in 2019 when she was then found to be incompetent to stand trial. She was sent to a mental health facility last year so her competency could be restored. The allegations: police contacted the child's mother and arranged for a forensic interview, according to an arrest warrant affidavit. The teenager stated that she met Kavanaugh through a since-disabled fan page, the Lauren Kavanaugh Story, on social media site Facebook, although it was unclear when they first began communicating. The pair messaged through Facebook and later texted, but stopped communicating when Kavanaugh moved away from the area in late 2017. When she returned next year, they reconnected and Kavanaugh eventually moved in with the girl's family. A detective then went to an extended stay motel in Louisville and asked Kavanaugh to talk with him at the Louisville Police Department. Quote, "I explained that she was not under arrest and that I just had a few questions for her." And Lauren stated that it was fine. At the police station, Kavanaugh first stated that she and the 14-year-old were just friends, but then she admitted that other encounters and conversations took place away from Facebook, and she also stated that it was true when detectives said that they had transcripts of those conversations. Quote, "Lauren also said that that was the only time and that she was sorry and learned her lesson." Detectives then asked whether she and the girl had been involved other times, and this is when Kavanaugh became upset. Quote, "If you're going to arrest me, arrest me." Then she later stated that she didn't want to talk anymore. Kavanaugh was booked into jail and was indicted in early 2019 on the statutory offense charges. While in custody, 2 counts of assault of a public servant and 1 count of harassment of a public servant were also filed against her. She was accused of biting a detention officer's arm in one of those cases and spitting on a jailer in another. So her competency could be restored, but she remained in the Denton County Jail for months afterwards because of a wait for beds at the North Texas State Hospital in Vernon. This is just a thought I had before I finished the video and that I wanted to put at the front. If anybody paid very close attention, they told you that they had the evidence. They told you that it was pretty much a closed and open and shut case, that if they wanted to actually prosecute her for what she decided to do, because they had the conversations and all these other things, they could have done it, but they opted and decided not to do that, on top of another charge that they had before when dealing with officers. They opted not to directly go after her and charge her for those. So like I said before, when it comes to a point in time of America protecting their own, or quote unquote their own best interest, they will do so, no matter how horrendous the crime is, no matter how despicable the person is, and no matter how much of a villain or deviant said person is, because at the end of the day, as long as you look like the reflective majority that is on the North American continent, you are pretty much in good hands. And that's clearly what the core systems, that's clearly what the laws, that's clearly what police and many others basically showcase. All right. I just have a quick question. Where is the Me Too movement? Where are all of these feminist organizations that always say that they are out there to um, speak on the behalf of women and young girls alike, to give them voices because they are being overshadowed or smothered, or they are being silenced and or suppressed? Where are they to speak for the 14-year-old in this instance when it deals with Kavanaugh and what it is that she decided to do? Where are they at? Nothing. Silence. Like I said before, it's amazing when the media jumps and they tell people who to specifically go after, how to be outraged, how much to be outraged, and what you should do after that. It's magical to see, droves of people follow that, right? But you got stories just like this every single day that take place here in America. And I never see the exact same energy. And I'm talking about from all walks of life. I don't see that same exact energy. I don't. Because, case in point, when people wanted to go directly after Bill Cosby, people went after Bill Cosby. Everybody did. People, were switching lanes on that one. They were like, "Oh yeah, I'm a full-fledged supporter," and then they were just like, "Oh no, Bill Cosby this, Bill Cosby that." I believe it, right? And then you have the whole thing going on with, R. Kelly, right? And how that situation is basically going. And, to further step into that just a little bit, for anybody who is outraged, right, about R. Kelly, even though knowing the fact that he's not actually, going to jail or prison specifically for what they're broadcasting, it actually has to do with him, uh, 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 with money laundering and dealing with a government official, or what have you. That's the real reason. It has to deal with racketeering. It has to deal with money. It has to do with big things like that. This is not even on the radar. This is just the whole cover up for that. Now, to further go ahead, at the point in time that everybody is outraged about R. Kelly and the things that he basically did, or the things that were stated that he did, I want everybody who was outraged about R. Kelly to also have that same anger and rage at the family members and the friends who also allowed, those girls or those young women during that time to be around R. Kelly. Have that same anger and frustration towards the other celebrities that were hanging out and knew R. Kelly during those times and knew the things that he was specifically sitting up there doing. Have that same anger and frustration towards the record labels, towards the lawyers, towards the judges, right? Towards all of the people that were behind the scenes working with R. Kelly. Like I said before, if people want to look at a laundry list of things, that's going to be a laundry list of things. That's going to be a laundry list of celebrities. That's going to be a laundry list of lawyers and judges. There's going to be a laundry list of R. Kelly's friends, associates, and people that worked with him. But like I said before, nobody wants to do that though, because it's a lot easier just to put the blame directly on one person versus all the other people that are around that person that enables that person to do what it is specifically that they are doing. Like I said before, this is a lot bigger than what people are actually looking at it for. But like I said before, people don't want to sit up there and go that deep. People don't want to sit up there and go there. And like I said, the reason I'm bringing this up is because it still correlates with this right here, right? Where the fact of if it is, for all intents and purposes, right, in the public eye, if it's a black man that happened to have done something negative, everybody or all around the world is going to specifically attack that story. They're going to go after that story. And like I said before, at no point in time do I agree. Do I side with people who decide to, do things in that order? Not at all. You can look at, a variety of my videos and see that for yourself. My thing is, the same outrage that takes place should be the same outrage that happens all over. It just shouldn't be a one and done type of thing, and just like, oh yeah, we sat up there and went after this R. Kelly story. Yeah, we can feel good now. We did great. We did great. No, because there's tons of other kids that have to go through this. Because Kavanaugh, right? Everything that she has done at this moment in time is incorrect, is wrong. But all of this further correlates to the things that her parents basically did specifically with her, because everything stems from something. Kids just don't start off doing this, right? This is something that is, in a sense, gifted, right? This is something that is given, right? This is something that is forced onto a lot of these children in these incidences, who end up becoming adults and then repeating the exact same things further on. So basically stating that history repeats itself. The cycle is, in a sense, never ending, nor shall it ever be broken, because nobody decided to step outside of that chain and just make sure that that link doesn't connect. So now the girl, the 14-year-old that Kavanaugh ended up talking to, and different things of that nature. Now, it's almost like a waiting game on if she's going to repeat the exact same things, or if she's going to realize that and just understand, like, yo, that's not something that I'm going to do. Because nowhere in the story did it state that they were going to give any type of psychological inquiry about that girl's mental, to see exactly where it is that she's at this moment in time, or what she deems mentally to be acceptable and not acceptable. Because of, depending on how long this whole thing was going on with her and Kavanaugh, mentally for her, she might look at it as this is something that's normal. This is something that is acceptable, when realistically it is not at all. And this is why a lot of these kids, they need to have a lot of therapy for a great deal of years to work through problems that are both there, visible, and the problems that are behind the scenes that might not even surface yet. So like I said, it's a shame that I never hear any talks of psychological repair or therapy when it comes to any of these kids who have been negatively affected by adults. And like I said before, if America really cared about kids, then they would actually do something, but they don't. And this story, among many others, is just further proof of a lot of the lies and the fabrications that America likes to talk, that a lot of people like to talk when they say that they advocate and care for kids, and all of these other things. So like I said before, where's the Me Too movement? Where a lot of these feminist organizations, when it deals with a woman on woman crime? Why the silence? Right? Where are all of these other quote unquote organizations, right, when it specifically deals with people like this, going after minors? Silence. But I digress. Anyways, let me know what you guys think about the story and everything that I listed in the comment section below. And as always, peace, love, and stay tuned for the next video.